Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I have a walkthrough to do, finally another one. I'm gonna try and do these sparingly throughout the following weeks, just to, give me something to upload, through every week. I'll see how I do, because my last two videos were on books. So we'll see. Here we have the Cary-Yale Visconti. 15th century Tarocchi deck, whatever, it's a Visconti's Force, I want to say, but it's the Cary-Yale Visconti, also known as the Modron. This is the newest printing by US Games. It has 85 cards, no, 86. Let me see if it says here. 86 card deck. It is huge. I want to say that this is actually much more accurate to the actual size of the cards, the actual paintings. So yeah, it comes in this nice sturdy box, but I will say nobody here, Annika, she mentioned in her, when she was accidentally sent this deck, she mentioned that and I noticed this too when I first got it, and it's really stressing me out because mine is already like kind of ripping a little, just a little bit, but it's still, when this opens up, this little hinge right here it's just, oh gosh, what is up with this graininess? Jesus, hold on. I'm gonna pause and try and fix that. Well, I gotta work with what I got. But anyways, here there's this little, I don't know, it's right there. You can see that right there. It's already ripping already. But you know what? I think with some, maybe like with some tape, which honestly sounds really tacky, it will, it'll hold up, hopefully, but again, it's a nice sturdy box, but again, I think they really need to focus on doing something here to make it more structured, because that's really stress-inducing. But either way, I don't know how I'm going to use this deck. I'm definitely not going to be able to read with it because it is huge. Okay, so first of all, here is your typical Rider-Waite-Smith, your traditional tarot card size, and look at that! Wow. Okay, so let's look at other decks, that are around, like my largest tarot decks here. Here we have the Ashura, printed by oh my gosh, what is it? Oh gosh, I can't even remember the printing company that made this deck. Gamecrafter, there we go. Yeah, that there you go. And then we have another one that's much more, easily sought out, and I feel like more people might have it over the Ashura. And that is the Margaret Peterson. And there's that right there. So yeah, still just the height is just above anything else. I haven't shuffled this, obviously, because it's honestly made not to be shuffled. If you can shuffle these cards, you are a giant. So yeah, I love the backs. I really do love these backs. Hold on, I think I heard someone at my door. Hold on, I'm gonna pause and check. Okay, turned out to be nothing. Sorry for the wibbliness. I gotta touch my phone, and my setup here makes my phone very wibbly, but it should stop wibbling, hopefully. Anyways, here we have the cards. Please stop moving. You're stressing me out. I'm gonna zoom in actually a little bit more. Something about it, I think it's because of how far away I am from the cards that it's not focusing too well, and it's giving it that graininess. So okay, sorry for the glare, and again, that wibbliness is bugging the shit out of me. But anyways, here we have the Fool, okay? Yeah. The Magician, I love the Magician. Sorry for the glare here, If I need to show something there, then, But usually there's nothing really up here in the top corner. Here we have the High Priestess, but I believe this is Prudence or Faith. No, this is Prudence. Because a lot of the major arcana were missing from this. Well, I don't know how many major arcana, but they did switch around a few of the cards to show, to replace the cards. And then I believe Scapini or US Games, someone came in and redid some of the cards that were missing to replace them. So yeah. Now this one's Faith. Here, one of the virtues that were included in this deck. Here we have the Lovers, the Chariot. Like, focus on there, you know? We have Justice. I do love the patterns on the Justice card. Let me see if it'll focus onto here. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. I love how the silver and gold in the scales. I also like the outfit on this Hermit card. The patterns on his robes. The old Father Time, the hourglass there. Here have the Wheel of Fortune. Strength. Typical strength card. Here we have the Hanged Man. The Anchor is another one of those like virtue symbols I want to say, but I have to check up on that because I remember reading it on about Robert M. Place's world card. Here we have Death. Creepy Death. I don't know, is this one of the ones that we're missing? I'm pretty sure it was. Because I know the Visconti Sforza Death was missing as well. Here we have Temperance. Here we have the Devil. Very creepy. Have the Tower. Here we have the Star, which again, I think like some of them I'm like, was this drawn in or was this Photoshop that was done, you know, with the anchor there? But I think this one isn't Photoshop. I could be wrong. I don't know. Again, these outfits with these patterns. This one's definitely one that was Photoshop. You can see it with the world card. You'll see these little ruffles here. I don't know what else though. And also this green pasture was just pasted on there. And you can see that this building are the same in the world card. Here we have Judgment. I wonder what that says. I'm pretty sure the booklet will tell you. Oh, right. And the booklet is like super, it's a really good booklet. Nice and full of information on each of the cards and also on the history of the Visconti Tarot. So yeah, and it's in color too. So yeah, but one thing that makes me laugh is this. Like, really? You really think you're confident that we're gonna be able to use these US games? You see, look at that. You can see that these three buildings are the same. They just pasted that green part over here. And they kept the ruffles, you know. A clever use of Photoshop and actually very interesting to see. And then we go into the quartz. Let me see if it'll work now with autofocus. You know. You get what you get, you know. Sometimes you just can't get the right look of it. Here we have the King of Swords. Is that a little kid with the knight's helmet on there? Okay, no, that's funny. And then here we have the Queen of Swords. The Knight. And this is, I believe, the male knight. And this is one of the things that stands out about it, is that there's male and female knights and pages. And here's the female knight. Very beautiful. Again, I'm not sure which one is original and which one was recreated for the purposes of the 86 cards, because only 67, I believe, of the original survived. Patrick, I can't remember his last name, but Patrick, he's on here on YouTube. He knows way more about this stuff than that. But the booklet also says like which cards are missing and which cards aren't, and which ones were recreated by, look at that, Scapini Imitations. And Scapini, honestly, Scapini and I believe Bembo is the one that made the Visconti Sforza, the originals, you know. Their art style kind of, you know, matches up pretty well. And then here we have the page. I love the color. Very dusty rose. We have the 10 of swords. I love the blues. The 9. You know, typical, you know, you don't really have to focus too much on these. Except like maybe the aces or, you know, I like this one. It has these little flowers all around it. 4, 3, and then 2 with the scroll. I wonder if this was worn out over time. Here we have the ace. Let's get a good look at the ace. Because the aces are usually where the pips like really shine. Those are like the most decorated, and the courts as well. Here we have the king. What is this, wands, I believe? Yeah, this is wands. It's really hard to see with some of the suits. Like the wands are gold, so it kind of blends in with the background. Here's the male knight. And I believe all the female knights are like, I believe it's called like side saddle. I could be wrong. Then yeah, but they're more like spears or harpoons. They're more like spears, rather than staves. And also, when I'm gonna fan them out so you can see, like they like incorporated like the distressed damage in each of the cards. They kept that there, which I kind of like. But you know, it's obviously not actually damaged because, you know, why would anyone buy that? Oh wait, these have like these little feathers here, so they're more like arrows. Unless they are like arrows. Oh, they're probably arrows. What am I saying? Now we go to the King of Cups. And I want to say there's like two other groups that print these. Hold on, my phone is dying, so I gotta plug it in. Yeah. To keep it alive. Hold on. All right, so my battery's like somehow got murdered. I don't know why. But anyways, here we have the queen with the flower patterns. Again, the dresses and the outfits are really like, I feel like not a lot of people, you know, focus on those, but I do. I like how, wait, is that those are matching. Look at that. Here we have the page. This giant cup right here, you can barely see it. And here we have the female page. Here are the 10 of cups, traditional with that one cup horizontal at the top. 9, 8, 7, 6. I don't know how I got that scratch on my arm. Here we have the 5, the 4, you can see how dark it suddenly got, the 3, the 2, and the 1, the ace, not the 1. Who calls them the ones? I wonder. And then here we have the suit of coins. Again, there's something written there. I'm pretty sure it's like the Visconti motto or something. Something like that. Usually they decorate them with like sigils and mottos and all that according to each of the houses, if what I've lightly skimmed from the guidebook is correct. The page. And the queen. And these are like some of the more simpler of the coins or disc suits. They're just flat, plain old pieces of circular pieces of metal. Very simple. And again, I'm very sorry for the glare. But for the most part, the cardstock isn't like super glossy or anything. It's like that smooth, it's a weird smoothness. It's not glossy. It's not super matte, like Wild Unknown. It's very similar to typical U.S. Games lamination, I would say. But the thickness, I'm pretty sure it's like the same thickness as, you know, an average U.S. Games standard size tarot. You know, but, you know, just because it's wider and it's longer, it gives it a much thinner feel. And then here we have the ace. There we go. So yeah, you can see, oh my gosh, a wild thought came into my mind of trying to shuffle this, but no, look at how they all look distressed. Like you can see how worn they are. Now that is very interesting. I am not gonna shuffle these. My gosh, the size of these. Wow. Who said, let's make them this big and then offer them a spread so they can try it? I mean, like, you can overhand it. Let me see if I can overhand. Oh gosh, even overhand is really awkward. Again, I wouldn't, yeah, even though I just shuffled them overhand, I probably wouldn't really use this for reading. I'd probably use it for study and for collector's purposes, honestly. And I think that's what it's best for, and it's, but I think for the price that you pay and what you get out of it, I think you get a good deal out of it, because I think the price mostly has to do with the size of the deck and, you know, the materials that it uses. And also, look at this. I like that about the box. It has this little thumb cut out. So small things that just make life so much easier. You know, like those plastic tables and pizza boxes. So insignificant, but makes a world of difference. So yeah, they also have the Visconti's Forza from Pierpont Morgan, I believe, and I'm going to do a walkthrough of that soon. Maybe next week. I don't know. We'll have to see. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in another video. Bye.